and for putting up with us along the way. I think you all realized now just how much more work this is for everybody, mostly for you people, doing it in the winter as opposed to the summer. The speeds that seem real easy in the summer don't always work out as well with conditions like this morning. And I'm real pleased, particularly with the drive we had this morning. I'm happy that didn't happen to us the first day out, and I'm real pleased that everybody kept it under control, and I think has learned a lot by the experiences. I think it's pretty significant. We had something like 9 vehicles off the road in the first couple of days, and
They can go set up their controls on that.
of course. We have a number of special awards to give out, and I'm going to go through some of those first. Now, there's people in this room that have some special awards to give out too, and I'm going to call on some of them with some introductions. We usually give a number of special awards, and this year we had some people create some more. Most of them have received that award from the appropriate source already. Brian Kosher got an award from the RCMP for failing to complete a proper pass.
That was the version.
That was Brian.
That was me.
That was Doug.
Okay. We thought you should have told him you were trying to park at a safe distance off the road. No, that wouldn't have been safe from Harry. Harold said he used all but 20 feet of Harry's 30-foot rope getting that back off. It must have been almost a dead heat in terms of the distance you were going for. We have another award that we haven't given since 1984, Satch, for finishing the rally without a car. That's to Brian Davitt, and we understand they got most of the good parts off the car. And your insurance agent still doesn't understand where East Lake is, but the photos are going to convince him the car was not worth going after.
There's not much left. When I got out of the RCMP,
If he after him, you would have recognized that from last summer. Harry took a wrong turn in the middle of that last summer, going the opposite direction, right after Gerald Hawley's control, and drove back down the road a mile or two. They asked Gerald if that was really the right road. It just looked like a road, but wasn't it that? Harry was still on time at the next control 5 miles down.
This is the one that comes with you down.
So I'm really sorry you didn't get to see that road. It was a great road.
Oh, at least our cars wouldn't be. If it hadn't been for Gerald. And thank you for that again.
I do have one small medal for you and Betty right now. These are some pins that Charlie Gallagher has furnished us. So they say Goodyear Wrangler 18. These are the tires they put on a four-wheel drive truck.
You know, wait, let me say this.
He'd like to sell you something. He'd like to give you something.
About 6 months ago, I called and I said, Jerry, do you think that it makes any sense at all to take a two-wheel drive vehicle on this thing? And he said, sure, no problem. No problem at all. So we brought it up. He said, we laid it out with a two-wheel drive truck, and he said, you should have no trouble with lifting that at all. And we had only limited trouble with lifting
breathe, Pamela. Breathe so that Tom can.
This is an award to my friend Satch, who I was appointed to be the official driver to George Damon White's wedding. And I drove Satch to the wedding, and he indicated in one of his columns that after his driving experience with me, he would like to spend some time with God with a flask of brandy. So Satch, God wouldn't come.
He was out there today without a George.
There was a full flask of brandy, but the luge team and I used it up today while we were waiting for you to get out of the snowbank.
bottom to the top, basically, and we have some checks to pass out along the way for the people running Wrangler radials. They put up $3,000 contingency money for the cars on the trucks on Wrangler tires, and we've split that up a couple of ways. We've done $250 finishing money for every tire on every car on this type of truck on those tires, plus some additional. So I'll just announce what the totals are as I award those as we go over the line. Wayne's going to start passing out the results here. We have these printed up. These are. I'm going to leave before they do. Why am I handing you these checks? These are provisional final results. We don't see any problem with the scores. I have the control logs over here, which Gerald will be happy to show you right after dinner. We had 3 controls this morning out of Prince George. Before the logging truck got sideways and crossed up our route. We had 7 controls out of Jasper, up that dead-end road. We had 4 control cars, 3 of them used twice. You didn't recognize the white undercover. Yes, well, that's Gordy and Mary, whoever those came along last summer in an Audi 5000 Quattro. They didn't loan us any of those this time, so they brought their own car up. Anyway, we had 7 controls out of Jasper. So we have totals for those scores and the current totals here, and Wayne pass around the copies of those to all the tables. In 12th place with 3,330 points is Brian Koger and Doug Howard in the Chevy Blazer. They decided they'd rather have a long lunch in Jasper this morning than drive through the TSD. And I think really they wanted to make sure Satch wasn't last place. So we don't have a trophy. We have a check for $300 for the 4th finishing tire on Goodyear Wrangler tires.
You're gonna have to come up here and get it. Yellow Knife Express.
Certainly, I came to Seattle a few weeks ago, didn't expect to receive much of anything. A little over $300, but I noticed that the check is made out from the Rainier Auto Sports Club. I don't know if it's going to bounce or...
It's only rubber miles.
Rubber miles, rubber checks. Anyway, we've had a lot of fun in this rally. It's really been a treat for us to do this.
7 points ahead of 10th place with a score of 1,075 points. Car number 6, Paul Osborne in a Chevy Blazer. We have a check for you people for $500 for the 3rd finishing car on Wrangler tires. In 10th place with 1,068 points, some real consistent scores, except for a few major blunders. Just action, guys. Straight D. That probably accounted for 900 of those 1,075 points.
Where's my check?
You were not driving a truck, you were driving the long tires.
Hey, Satch, here's a pen.
This was right.
In 9th place, with 812 points in a Dodge Diplomat, Terry Kern and Betty Wheeler. In 8th place, with a score of 739 points, and the PSDers. I think they had a learning curve like everybody else who has to get used to the way things are done up here, and how much more difficult a truck can be to herd down some of those roads compared to the little slippery cars. Lou Long, we have a check for $700 for you. This one was a fight right down to the end. Actually, the seventh placing car was also the first placing truck, and was 627 points, just a minute or two ahead of Lou and Wayne. And they had a check for $1,000 for the first finishing pickup truck, as well as trophies for the first truck here for Adrian Crane and Don Monaco.
The trophy shaped like a pylon.
Okay, well, I get to say a few words because I'm Adrian. I probably deserve to get to say a few words anyway. I think about next Thursday, Don and I will be back talking to each other. We've had a great deal of fun on this rally. We've had a great deal more experience than we've had fun. It really has been a terrific trip. I must thank Jerry for ever initiating this thing.
Thanks.
I'm afraid it is thanked because for his sins, he's got us all up here. He's got us all doing this kind of thing, and I do thank him for that. I do add my special word of thanks to Gerald for being such a great sweep crew and doing some tremendous efforts in his trip around the Arctic. I'd like to suggest a short moment of silence for certain VW GTR. If you participate, I don't think it'll be seen again. I hope that Satch, as I've heard, will do one of his Robert Service recitations at some point. And as far as Jerry's comments on whether a two-wheel drive will make it round, I must admit that every time that Don and I changed drivers, we would hop out and swap the front hubs to the situation that we both preferred. I would leap out and put it in two-wheel drive because it's so much more fun. Don would hop out and put it in four-wheel drive because he fancied getting here on time. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, those of you who have been adding that up realize that that comes to $2,500. We were going to get, I originally had this figured for 6 cars. We had 6 trucks rather. We had the Rolls Royce that didn't show up at the last minute. You have to qualify that thing as a truck. They were certainly running truck tires and Jeep Cherokee frame and so forth. And of course the Suzuki Samurai, which I'm not sure what you classify it as. We'll call it a truck. So we had $500 more to pass out. And I said, well, we need to look at this and see how we can, punch this back into the rest of the price fund. And somebody said, well, we had another truck out there that would have towed those 2 cars to the finish if they started. And they thought the finishing money was appropriately perhaps given to our sweep car that was another 4-wheel drive car.
All the parts I've gotten this.
Again, congratulations to Gerald. Gerald's kept a lot of our cars together on this event in past years. He's done it. He's been the sweep car every year, whether he was driving a car or a truck or or whatever, in terms of taking care of everybody and solving their problems when they needed solving. It's really nice to have a great crew of people to go down the road with, and particularly somebody like Gerald. When we heard that we went past the number 6 car with electrical fire and so forth, about 58 miles the other side of Haines Junction, the other side of Whitehorse with an electrical problem, and it took Gerald about 2 seconds to decide that the only thing he should do was tow him back to Whitehorse and catch up with the rally sometime the next day. And he's the first one to roll up his sleeves and take care of something like he's doing. So thank you again. We have some other awards from the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company, from the Performance Tire Division. Since we don't have all trucks running this thing, and we thought we'd like to do something for all the cars that are out there supporting their products and putting on a show. We have awards for the first 3 finishing cars on Goodyear Eagle tires, and these awards are for a free set of Goodyear Eagles of your choice of size and description. That's worth easily $1,000 a set, depending on what you prefer.
Six tire?
That's a fair proposition. The 6th place car and the 3rd finishing car on Goodyear Eagle tires is the Subaru Coupe of Beck and Robin Atkinson. We have a certificate for tires.
Fighting about who.
Just makes the trip worthwhile, I think. I'll get tires for next year.
Beck hasn't been sure up till now. In 5th place and the 2nd finishing car on Goodyear Eagle tires, we have Paul Weinar in the Dodge Shelby. Place with a score of 131. I was just talking with some of our media people, wondering why some of the teams did better and worse, and why scores went up and down and so forth. And I said that I thought any of the first 4 cars had an outstanding chance of winning this, and that there was every person in each 4 of those cars, all 12 of those people are real experienced competitors and so forth, and that I thought the real difference shown out there was just in the whole name of the game is this is teamwork, and that it takes a little more effort to coordinate a 3-person team than a 2-person team. And I thought that the biggest differences I saw was just how long people were working together, and I think that showed in Earhart and Wynn and Tom's scores, and that they got a whole lot better toward the end after they worked out some of the rough edges the first couple of days, and I was real impressed.
There's still a lot of rough edges.
Well, I followed them for the last 5 or 6 miles of the Cassiar yesterday, and I'll guarantee. Not for very long, that's right. But, it was real entertaining. I got a kick out of it. I'll say that Sue was a lot more comfortable at 100 miles an hour following you guys down the Cassiar than she was at 55 this morning driving up out of Prince George. And I'm real impressed with the car Inuvik. Anyway, 4th place, the BMW 325iX, Earhart and Wynn and Tom. Thanks. In 3rd place, and in 3rd place by 3 seconds behind 2nd place, is the Audi 90 Quattro of Chris Jensen, Phil Satazaki, and Dave Killian. We have trophies for you for 3rd place.
These are provisional, right?
Would you like to come up here? lot of fuss and bother because we had 2 of each of these trophies for flax makers. And Steve Richards just got third for their team about a day before the rally started. Well, we had 3 of each of these made this year because we figured the top teams all had 3 people anyway. They figured that out. So anyway, I want to congratulate you guys on a great effort.
We can exchange it after you rescore.
Yes, that's right.
We'll talk about that later.
Thanks, Jerry. It's as redeemable for. You have to take this to Anchorage. In second place with a score of 96. And as determined to drive it as ever, these. I've had as determined an effort from you guys during the off hours as I ever had before. And as they know, these are provisional, and you're welcome to go look through our control logs some more. But the car number 12, the Subaru RX Turbo Gene Tender 16.
Goddamn day if you were retired, you would wear
Well, they certainly look like a well-matched team.
Okay, we have a couple of awards for the first place team. We don't have any money.
I don't need any.
But we have a set of tires, and we have a mailing list here. Ken is
Great, thank you.
Ken asked me for a mailing list for a rally he's going to do. You can come up and explain what this is all about, actually. I think that's more appropriate. And I printed that out along with the scores tonight. And I want to congratulate these guys on the great effort. As I said, I think the fact that this is the 3rd consecutive Alcan 5000, these guys have won as a 3-person team, and the fact that they work so well together has a lot to do with it. Obviously, the car does.
Of course.
Second consecutive.
When you're late, you get sudden acceleration.
I want to congratulate you on a great effort. I know that it's a real struggle watching every mile of the road and every sign that goes down the road. Is trying not to make any mistakes for 5,850 miles.
even the signs that aren't down the road.
I think you guys did a super job. Three of these things. So I don't have to wait 9
Don't have to wait.
Charlie, just a second. We have their certificate for tires.
And what about the mailing? I know that is. I want to go on this one too.
If you're on the mailing list, we've got.
Well, I hope so. This says I'm not in the car.
Thank you. Well, the rally is that we're going to put on is called the One Lap of Bora Bora. Bora Bora is in Tahiti in French Polynesia, and Bora Bora is an island about 10 miles in circumference. And the rally will start at the bar at Hotel Bora Bora, and we'll go around the island and return to the bar at Hotel Bora Bora, and there'll be no speed to drive and no checkpoints, no patrols of any kind. And you'll all receive all the rules and an entry form and so on. We would like to thank our sponsors, of course, Audi and ABT Motorsports, Goodyear, and Noble Corporation. We'd like to thank Jerry and the checkpoint workers especially
barrels are pulling us out of the snowbank there. We'd like to thank Harry and Betty for being on the radio all the time and keeping us awake till they're. I would like to thank Glenn and Steve, especially Steve. I'm sure everybody in this room knows that the most important person in the rally car is the navigator.
I know that.
Now to Indy next time. I'm not important.
Nobody as good as Steve, I don't think. At least not that I'm aware of. I haven't ridden with you, Tom. I haven't ridden with you, Tom.
So how come you like him in the back seat?
I'd also like to thank Jack Christensen. Jack makes time-wise odometer, and that unit is bulletproof. And I've heard nothing but for 10 days but complaints about Tronars and one thing or another. But if you have a time-wise, you don't have problems. And that's a great unit.
Well, you have to set it to run forward, don't you?
That's but that it was not in reverse. It was in part. Jerry, you still recall, Jerry, we gave you a trophy last time. The first annual Factor Finder Award. This is the second annual Factor Finder Award. It's the second annual Factor Finder Award, 1988 Alcan Green Flash Edition, presented to Jerry Hunt.
Thank you, Ken. And whoever else put him up to it. I still have the other one on my mantle.
Good.
I want to thank again all of our sponsors and the SCCA for sanctioning and ensuring this craziness. And I want to thank everybody for being
Insurance.
That's right, Charlie. I have a copy of that certificate of liability insurance for you to take back to me. Well, nobody asked, but we did have some. And I want to thank you for driving sensibly and being being a little less crazy than you were inclined to be at times, and not causing us any grief to anybody but your own body and fender work. Is there anybody else that has any special awards they'd like to make?
I have an award. Ralph Beckman. Just for you. Paybacks are hell. We have decided this year to retire our official clocks. They've served us well for many years. Next year, we're going to have brand new official clocks, so it's kind of a token of our appreciation for you coming back throughout the year. I'm going to give you our old clock. I hope you remember it. Gee, I didn't think they were this good.
It's the technique. You have to explain how that's used, Peter.
Well, when Ken comes by, I turn the clock over.
I want to rub it in a little further. I do nothing. Jack's working on a new super duper rally clock. Super duper timing clock that's going to do everything and anything at once. So when you set one of them, you can plug them all together and they're instantly all at the same time and things like this. Jack's been working on this for at least a year and a half that I know of. We have a standing order with Jack for 6 of those. I told him I'd really appreciate it if you could have ready in time for the Alcan, that I was sure it'd be our mutual benefit. If that could happen. So I know he tried. I really know he tried. Yeah.
It's the feature that sets it to our time.
You don't know, the remote control is I can press a button, they said anytime I want.
I'm sure they'll have that refined before they come back another time.
Remote controls are in this year.
We lost it.
Times of rubber miles, folks.
And I won't again. We signed up Grimshaw, we're ready to forgive. I prepared a speech. And I know you'll bear with me even though I have no broken ribs this year. And I would like to say to all those who seem so amazed that we finished that actually this is the second time that I have finished. Actually, third time if you don't count being towed in on a string as not finishing. And a 500 average is not all that bad to begin with, so we're happy to be here. We took the pressure off early. We were sort of thinking about the shape of this rally. As everybody else, we do things wrong. We never prepare far enough in advance. We always seem to borrow Jerry's slogans for last-minute racing when we put things together. But the car held together pretty well this time. The tires were a little iffy, which is why Charlie Gallagher has put up with us very, very nicely, since we're not exactly subtle about our choice of tires. This is not the hat to wear when the RCMP wants to talk to you. And we did talk to the RCMP in lots of length, as most of you know by now, and they advised us not to do whatever they thought we had been doing. And we did, you know, we're rally drivers, goddammit, we're men, we know what we're doing out here. Not always, Betty, I know that. You think we put up with this kind of tongue lashing from some RCMP? Yes, we did. Elliot was particularly great. Elliot, you know, huge guy, right? Elliot looks like a bear. It's just wonderful. And he's standing here like this. He's got a little nod going. So later I said, Elliot, that was very good. You were very contrite. He said, yeah, my father was a cop. I did this every night at dinner. I don't expect to see another year go by without that. But I like the fact that we do overnight. Now, I know it's a lot more fun for most of you to do the 30 and 26 and 28 hours straight through grueling grinds. I'm sure that's better for us. But I come on this rally for the people and the companionship. And if I can't find it in the bar, I find it on the CB radio. And there are all these wonderful call handles like Harry and Dragnet. I mean, if you want to raise a cop car, you just call it Dragnet. Car number one was Whirlpool. We travel along with Paul Molinar, who, as you know, flies for Flying Tigers, and so the first year they just got nicknamed the Tiggers, and that was it. They're Tiggers because nobody can pronounce his last name anyway, because he can't even spell it. And it's always nice to have the Tiggers out there because it gives us something to do when they step into a snowbank. Henderson, we just called him up as PMS, but I was told later that's not what we call him back home. It's Boss Hog. I didn't quite have the heart to use that on the CB radio until Henderson himself came on the CB. He woke up for a while and said, yeah, the Alaska Rally team, you guys could fuck up a wrecking ball. I thought that was kind of unfair, you know. Charlie Gallagher had already forgiven us for running BF Goodrich, particularly in the first turn where we slid straight into the snow. He gave us several BF Goodrich decals. tire distributor in Alaska is in Fairbanks. The timing people. Well, we were going to talk about the timing people. I guess we might as well move to that because I'm tired of this anyway. The timing guys. Well, sometimes timing these routes, particularly when you know that you are dead on because you've asked Ralph. When you know you're dead solid perfect and then you go in to find out that you have a few points, you know, it's hard to remember that there are several things that affect this. Now, I was really annoyed that Jerry did not keep his measuring wheel exactly 1 foot from the curb on all of these roads here, because that's the only way we can get a precise hack, as you know, although there have been several imprecise hacks running the watches. But some of these checkpoints, we think that it's sort of like the method we used growing up in a farm community to figure out the exact perfect weight of a pig. We would take the long board and balance it very carefully. The board had to balance very carefully and evenly. Then we would put the pig on one end of the board. Then we would go out into the fields looking for rocks of appropriate size and heft, and finally find a rock which, by trial and error and maybe a little filing on the ends, would perfectly balance the pig. Then we would guess how much the rock weighed. And scoring people, the service crews, and Gerald Holly. Oh, got to talk about Gerald. Gerald was the first person after we stuffed the car to show up when it was too late to help. Gerald, we're very happy that they made this award to you by a winch. There is nothing like public humiliation. We have no hat for you because we already saw you turn your truck sideways trying to impress the rally crowd. Oh, but the timing and score crews, we decided to do something for them, so all we had to do was go back to playing with Tiggers. Now the Tiggers, I would like to point out that in place number 5, you look at these winning cars. You've got Audi 5000, the Subaru RX, the Audi 90, and the BMW. Those are all four-wheel drive cars. Some of you may be willing to concede at this point that four-wheel drive had a slight advantage out there. So, of course, this is the year that Jerry decides there's no point in having 2 classes. But the first two-wheel drive finishing car was Molinar and his son Gavin, and even Fast Eddie Botwick. They would not let Fast Eddie Botwick tell them what time it was. that isn't too much of an in-joke for those of you who have been here before, but for those of you who have not, you know, Eddie doesn't escape scot-free. Anybody who can't drive with a radio on one hand and a steering wheel in the other doesn't deserve our sympathy. Eddie was the one who, 2 years ago, decided that he knew what time it was, in spite of the fact that nobody else agreed, including the rally master, the community in which we were conducting. Said, well, fine, this thing is over. You might want to take a look at the last 4 scores for Armor 5, 2 zeros, 1, and 3. So, Gavin, take the odometer, throw it in the trunk. For instinct. What we want to do with this $100, what I want to do with it is buy champagne, but that won't work. What we thought is that we would give this to the control crews as a group, and they could buy a few drinks with it. Is that all right with you people? First worker we come to. Now you got to be careful if you're the one holding the 100, because everybody shows up to you for drinks, and you end up with about $300 in I do have this if anyone needs it. It was in my hotel room. Provided for my protection. If I fall in, is this going to stop me?
You're supposed to keep the hair out of your eyes.
Might work at that. hand. This one,
Does it fit?
well, it'll fit around something. We had more jokes on this rally about the inability to find, we aren't going to go into those particular jokes, but they were all true. Things disappear in the Northland. Well, the teabag theory of comfort has to do with being prepared before you head into the Northland. You find a teabag and the string of the little cardboard thing can come in handy later, because when you climb out of your car to decorate the snow, and you got your snow pants, and then you got your Levi's, and then you got your long johns, and then you got your drawers. I mean, everything else is going into hiding. Well, now me, it's cold out there. So if you have not provided yourself with a teabag string, then I mean, you just have to throw your hands and say, oh, what the hell? Like some 12-year-old girl trying to prove something to her brother. That's not how I was going to end this. I was going to end this pretty much the same way I ended in 1984 without the broken bones. That was by pointing out, it was kind of an emotional morning. I mean, things had been interesting on that ride. Particularly on the ferry boat. And wide-body Heinz. Oh boy, I'd almost forgotten wide-body Heinz. And Gord looks small. Or Klein, yeah. How quickly we forget. Now that wasn't you, it just looked like you in silhouette. The breakfast that we had in the basement, we've come a long way up there. We've done well. With the paper plates for awards, was very emotional. And I asked a question. I looked around the room and said, how many people know that they are going to be on the next event? And almost universally, everybody said, right, yeah, we're going to be out there, even though they had just finished the darn thing. They weren't all out there, the wusses. But this year, I think we get a better reading. The way I feel about it is this. I don't want to see another car again as long as I live. That's today. Not even with a decent stereo system. That's today. Next week, I will have had a good time. A month from now, I will be boring all of my friends with what a wonderful time I had. And in the fall, what is it, 1989? Fall of 1989, is that the next one? I am sure I am going to lie to the Anchorage School District and be here with you again. I hope you'll be here too. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. I know we have a number of people that have asked about photos and so forth.
Looking at downtown Calgary and the Calgary Tower. You can see part of the Olympic. There's the stadium. It's a little bit cold and a little bit breezy, and we were just noticing how much Calgary has changed since we were here the last time. There might be a little different attitude between them.
You don't think they would fight so much?
That's what had crossed my mind, yeah.
Really fighting?
Oh,
Not real bad, I don't think, but, you know, there were moments.
you were acting like brothers and sisters. Somebody just washed their jet out.
Oh, look at the sculptures in there. I don't know if I can get them close enough to see them or not.
Yes, I'm
There we go.
Let's see, we're looking at the Olympic downhill ski runs and the ski jumping area. Now the ski jump is to the left and it isn't lighted up at this time. This is about somewhere near 20 miles west of Calgary. Maybe not that far. Right along Canada Highway number 1 on the south side of the highway. We're on the north side looking south. We found a little hilltop area. It appears to be where the Germans are staying.
Turned it off.
You didn't.
Well, I did. Just the Audi part.
Okay, we found a hilltop area. Looks like where the German athletes have their center, and we found a parking lot that had about 8 to 10 Audi 5000 Quattros in it, bright red with Audi insignias on the doors. Maybe we can still get a shot of those as we go out. Are you getting it?
Well, we'll see.
Well, what do you see?
I see faint images of Audis. Recording.
Lots of people out there, I would guess.